Hello, 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 Mighty Family. Welcome to our bonus laser coaching session. We've never done this before, never in the history of the 3 years we've been doing the Money Attraction Challenge. I don't think we've ever had a bonus laser coaching session before. We've always used Tuesday nights. We've done a bonus call and I've brought guests on and I've done a lot of other things, but we've never done laser coaching. So you are the first and the most special group ever to get this treat. Good for you guys. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I think my spreadsheet was open earlier. We had like well over 170 questions submitted for laser coaching. Wow. Thank you. And I am fired up. I'm so excited. I'm going to spend about 30 minutes with you. Literally, it's going to be super laser, really laser coaching. In response to, I think I picked 12 or 13 that I felt really represented what I know my people. These questions are the best reflection of what I think everyone can relate to and everyone might be experiencing. And so I just want to give you all a funny little story. So obviously, I'm wearing my little money outfit tonight. And when I got on, all the ladies that are backstage were like commenting on my outfit. And I said, thank God I have this place, this money family, all of you, where I can come dressed up like this, because one night I tried to go out to dinner in this outfit and my husband was like, no, that's too much. That's a lot. He is ultra conservative. And this is me like stepping out in this whole thing, right? And he's like, no, can't do it, babe. Can't handle it. Can't handle all the attention that you're going to get. So thank you for allowing me to wear my very special money outfit. And thank you, Lisa Elias, that I think might be in here. She gifted this to me. There's nothing sweeter than having your clients like gift you money outfits. I don't think it gets any better than that. So thank you. All right, you guys ready? Ready. That's right. Cha-ching outfit, literally. So if you all are ready, I'm going to jump right into what I have for the laser coaching questions. And I also have 2, possibly 3 of our goddesses that are joining us tonight to do a little sharing with y'all too, and just kind of give you some of their perspective on the questions based on the coaching that they've received and what they've gotten from going through the program. So all around, you're going to get over supported. I want you to be listening in for the parts of each question that you can relate to, right? So that you're also getting coached. And, oh, how could I forget? I would love to hear from you. Those of you that are here live, and if you're watching the replay, I would love to hear, did you have some aha moments today as we talked about money traumas? Like, how many of you were like, wow, major aha, big insight, did not realize that this was going on. I have like connecting the dots. I have a deeper understanding of what's going on with me now. I would love to hear from you. How many of you, come on, let me know. I'm looking over this way because I'm looking at the comments. I would love to hear how many of you that I love it. Jocelyn said it definitely was resonated. I love it. So let me know. It was a lot of aha moments. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I have to go back and replay. Yes, me. So we are also going to be posting the PDF in the Money Attraction community. So you can go back there after this live. We're going to post it with a link for you to get it. You'll get it through Facebook Messenger. So you want to go look in Money Attraction community. I encourage every one of you to download that list so you can have it and really read through it, because someone said, I only have number 7 and number 9. And I was like, in my experience, most people have 10 or more of those 16 money traumas. So sometimes it's that I'm going too fast and you don't have enough time to process. So I want you to print it and really read through and look out for which of them might apply to you. And then the other thing that I have to ask is, how many of you have booked a call? Let me know. Booked a call, talking to you tomorrow. So excited. Let me know in the comments how many of you, because we are starting the calls tomorrow. We're opening for 2 weeks. We're choosing 50 people. That's it. You don't even know this yet. We have $100,000 worth of bonuses for the 50 people that enroll. Like that's going to be my gift to you, $100,000 in value. I cannot wait for us to start enrolling tomorrow. So let's hear it. I already booked. I booked my call. Me. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at all these people's lives I'm going to get to change. Diane and I are going to be part of the transformation and the story that you're going to tell, a whole different story from this point on, because we are going to get a chance. Oh, I love it, because we're going to get a chance to work together, for us to lock hands and hearts and just work together for the next 4 months. I cannot wait. I love it. Look at all these. I booked a call. Me. Yes. I can't wait for tomorrow too. Okay. So back to the laser coaching. I want to start off that one of the mentors on my journey has been Bob Proctor. I know a lot of you, if you're attracted to this work, you know of Bob. He's the author of Born Rich. And for some reason, I'm drawing a blank. What's the start of that title? You Were Born Rich, I think, is the title of the book. And he is just the grandfather of understanding our relationship with money, right? And the book that we study from, The Science of Getting Rich, I think Wallace D. Wattles is the great grandfather. But Bob Proctor is like a living legend. And I love what he said about when you ask these coaching questions. I want to just say, I'm going to answer them laser coaching, rapid fire, very fast. But I want you to know that no matter what your question is, here's the answer. Period. End of story. And Bob said it best. If you want a paradigm shift in your life, which means if you want a new reality that's different from the one that you're experiencing, you need two things. One, you need a mentor. Why? Because you can't see the forest for the trees. Like you can't see your blind spots right now when it comes to what it is exactly that you need to do. If you listen to today's coaching call, when Christina Maria, when I told her, I tapped into what it was that she needed to do. And I said, I don't want you to do anything else in the program for 2 weeks. What I am feeling from you is you're too much in your masculine, and there's no point in doing the course stuff that we're doing if you're not in your feminine to receive. You're not going to be able to receive. And that's what a mentor can do for you. See your blind spots and show you and redirect you. Because ultimately, Christina could have stayed 4 months in that program, done everything we were telling her to do. And the one thing that she really needed was to switch into that feminine energy. And I had the ability to see that that was the thing for her and course correct, right? So you need a mentor and you need repetition. Listen, it has been, for me, 40 something years, for you, 30 something, 20 something, 50 something, 60 something, 70 something years that you have been thinking the way you're thinking and operating from the traumas that we identified today. And to change that is going to require sustained changed behavior. You have to be able to change and be in the sustained behavior. How many of you said, you know, Tasha, the truth is, I know what to do, but I'm not consistent in doing it. I start and I stop. I give up, I come back to it. So the answer is mentorship and repetition, being able to do it. And that's why I'm inviting you for 120 days, every single day, me and you, we're going to hold hands on this journey with the mentors, right? It's the group size is 50 people. So it's me, Diana, and the mentors. It's as close to one-on-one as I can offer you without charging you one-on-one prices. So what does that mean? For 120 days, we are going to be in this vortex where all we're going to do is work on how you think the same positive, all the things that I've been talking about way to create the consistent results that you desire and have it be easier. So if you're excited about that, so am I. All right, here we go. Let's jump into the first question, which is from Talisa. And please forgive me, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. What's the best way to find and clear your subconscious money blocks? How many people can relate to that question? Like, Tasha, can you just tell me, what is the best way? What's the quickest way to find out what my money blocks are and to clear them? Well, if you watch today's live, you heard me say, I want us to transition from saying we have money blocks. I want us to start saying we've been traumatized with money. We have money traumas. That's what's at play here. We are in survival mode around money. We're trying to keep ourselves safe from the past emotional responses that we had that left us feeling hurt, unsafe, unloved, abandoned, fearful. We're trying to protect ourselves from those things. So it's not that we're blocking money, it's that we're trying to stay safe from a repeat of the emotional trauma that we experienced. So, what is the answer? How do you do it? You have to heal the experience, heal the memory, heal the parts of your consciousness that have been fractured by this trauma. Work on the beliefs that created the way you're experiencing your relationship with money right now. We have to work on the beliefs that got created as a result of the trauma. So this is why bonus number 1 in our coaching program, our 120 day, it's called Money and Profit Mastery. Money and Profit Mastery is the name of the program. This is why the very first thing I'm giving you when you enroll is the Healing Money Trauma Intensive, because the race that we're going to run when we're going to get to our 7-minute mile and just, blowing to the next level that we desire, we want to do it healed. We want to be vibrant. We want to feel well. We want everything within us working in alignment with the results that we desire, right? And so that's why the very first thing, the answer is to heal. We have to heal from our money traumas. All right, Talisa? Okay. Number 2, Melanie says, this was a good one, Melanie. I don't know if you're here, but this was really good. I'm a fashion designer, and I want you all to listen to the wording, the languaging, and most of all, as I read it, I'm just going to read it the way she wrote it. I want you to listen for the energy. I want you to type for me the energy that you pick up from how she asked for coaching. I'm a fashion designer, but I've had a major pause in my business for 10 years. A 10-year pause is a long time. I've had a 10-year pause in my business, and I am now planning for a big relaunch. But, don't love that word, but the reality is I am finding it hard to make money. I have bills and more bills. So to bring on a stream of income, I first started to get my credit better. My score is rising, and I am now in with a few banks. In a few months, I should be able to get a higher credit limit based on the programs. However, those buts and those howevers. However, I'm still finding it hard to make money now. I also do marketing for clients. So I find myself posting daily, doing videos, making new content, but nothing. I'm frustrated. Do you see why I chose this question? Isn't this what we've been talking about all week? We're doing all the things, but we're not getting the results that we desire. I started working with a credit company as their marketing person, but I have not received any money yet. I'm doing all of this because I must be able to make my return as the fashion designer they remember me as, but bigger and better. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I need to work harder. Sometimes I admit I procrastinate. Help, in all caps now, she writes. Help me, please. I need help. I feel overwhelmed. All caps. What is the energy that you all are feeling when you hear these words? When you hear the way she languaged this? For me, I feel pressure, I feel desperation, and I feel lack. It's very heavy and it's weighted. And one of the things that I talk about as I mentor people is look at your relationship with money as if it were your lover. If she was talking about her lover here, is this lover wanting to come home? Is this lover wanting to come to this house here? I mean, feel the energy that's present in her energy field around money, the relationship that she has. Think of you as you're the home for your lover, money, who's coming to you, right, for your energy. What does she put? It's just complaints. There's not enough of you. You're never here. You're not what, you're not here when I need you. I don't have enough. I want you to frustrated, right? Exhausted, depressed. I want you to feel into the energy of what Melanie wrote. And I want you to ask yourself, am I carrying that energy around money? Is she like me? And we talked about the reticular activating system, right? Remember we said on Monday, this is science. You're telling your brain, focus on this, and then it's going to give you the results of what you focus on. What is her focus? It's hard to make money. I have bills and more bills. I'm still finding it hard. There's no money and I'm frustrated. I have not received money yet. That's what she's focusing on. And I promise you, Melanie, you're probably a beautiful, amazing person that I would love to meet and hang out with. But the reality is, the truth of the matter is, we have to become aware of what we're feeding our subconscious mind around money. And no matter how much you say you want more, this is a dominant thought that's at play, right? It's hard for me. And remember, I said this is science. So you look at your results. If you don't know what you're thinking, if you're not sure, just look at your results and it will tell you what you've been focusing on. And so the result is, I haven't received any money. Right? And Melanie, I want to tell you and everyone else, when you're in this situation and you're in this feeling, here is what I know, the solution is never, ever, ever, ever to work harder. That is never the answer. It's what we naturally think to do because we've been cultured and trained. I want more results, so I have to put in more effort. And if I could teach you how to stop that, I will change your life forever. The answer is not to work harder. In fact, you heard Diane and I say, when we start feeling like we're being tempted to work harder, we know we've gone to the dark side. We stop. It's only inspired action. Only inspired action in our world. That's what I want to teach you. All right. She said she even had some evidence, but she's not focused on the good things. What she really wants me to know is she's desperate, she's overwhelmed, she's focusing on, let me go do some more, help me, maybe I'm not working hard enough. And bless her heart when she says, sometimes I admit I procrastinate. Melanie, I want you to know, you're not procrastinating, honey. You're exhausted. You are exhausted and you're not inspired. And it's not procrastination when you're exhausted and you're not inspired. It's just you got nothing. You're on E. And that's a lot of people telling me, I procrastinate a lot. I'm like, I promise you, if I show you how to be inspired, your hardest thing is going to be to stop being in the flow and wanting to work because you feel so good. You'll never say things like, I'm procrastinating. Whenever you feel like you're procrastinating, I want you to know it's because you're exhausted and you're not inspired. Don't make yourself wrong. That's what's going on. Okay. So my solution, my answer, I'll tell you all about that. Melanie, I see that you're here. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for sending this question because the truth is you represent a lot of people. And so you need a mentor and you need to be in an environment where you're consistently working on these thoughts, because I know it's not just the 10 years that you've been waiting. It's a lot longer that you've been in whatever it is that's caused you this money trauma of, I need to work hard for money, is what's playing out. So you need a mentor to help you to heal it. And you need to be in an environment where you have sustained thought for a long enough period that you change your paradigm. All right. Okay. I'm going to go to another one here. Francesca, how do you get unstuck in a routine that you continuously create centered on another person's goals and potential? How many of you can relate? All I'm doing is I'm stuck in this routine. So probably she has a job where I'm continuously creating and centered on other people's goals and potential, leaving you without time, feeling depleted and empty, angry, depressed, and not enough financially to make ends meet. Here's what I want you to know. Whenever you see that you're in a situation like this, where you're doing usually, you're in a job where you're getting angry that you're making everybody else's dreams come true except yours, you don't know what you truly want. You don't know what you truly want, and life is going to allow you experiences that's going to get you angrier and more frustrated and more resentful and more back against the wall. You're going to have all those emotions until you get to the place where you claim what you want from life and you stand for it. And it doesn't mean you need to change your job. It doesn't mean you need to change your business. It doesn't mean you need to do any major changes. Really, that feeling, the result of that feeling is just a mirror for, I'm mad because that person knows what they want and I don't know what I want. And this is why tomorrow we are going to do part 2 of the vision alignment method, which is reveal, where you're going to get to tap into your own intuition and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I really want? So that's coming up tomorrow. So that's section number 2. All right, Sarah. Sarah's here, right? Bring Sarah up on with me. All right, this beautiful woman. Shout out to Rhonda in California. Hopefully you're watching. That caused Sarah to come into our world. And so Sarah posted her question and had the courage to say, I want to be on with you live. So is it okay if I read it out loud for you? All right. So Sarah says, I had a very nice childhood, but there wasn't a lot of money. There was always negativity around money, such as money doesn't grow on trees. Like, give me an amen if you heard this your entire life. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? A lot of us heard that. Where do you think you're going to get that kind of money from? Talking and thinking. My sister and I were always afraid to break our toys because we were told that they would never be replaced. Very negative. I remember my mom worrying about money a lot when I was a child. I just want to stop there because I saw some people in the comments today saying, could I have money trauma from my parents' experiences? Right? Like you are watching, and I said, you're watching this person that you love struggle and suffer and worry, and you can feel their energy. And it was money trauma number 1, right? You love the person, but you're being hurt. You've hurt for them. Even if your mom's providing for you, you had a roof over your head and meals and whatever you needed, but she's hurting. Yes, it traumatized you as a little child. You're not safe. She's not okay, and she's there to protect you, so you're not going to feel safe, right? And it's another way you can experience that trauma is when I said, I think number 15, with the generational money traumas, where your mom saw your grandmother worry and your grandmother saw her mother worry, and it's like it's 4 or 5 generations of worrying about money. And yeah, everything might have been, your basic needs might have been provided for you, but you can't escape that energy, right? So as an adult, I have always had just enough, but never abundance. I'm always scraping by, it seems. I wake up in the morning with a huge knot in my belly. I find myself not eating my food or using things because then it will be gone. Oh, I know how irrational this is. I love you for just calling it out. I know how irrational this is, but I don't recognize it when it's happening. Again, why we need a mentor, right? It's your blind spot. What is the best, quickest, easiest way to change this money negativity that's been ingrained in me? So Sarah, thank you for being on. And I want to share, before I answer your question, I want to say, when you listen to this question, you might think, it's Sarah. And like she said, I've never had abundance. I've only just had enough. And I get why, she feels like this is such a thing that she needs to resolve. And I'm going to tell you about one of our clients who was retired on a set 6-figure income, like guaranteed for the rest of her life, 6 figures. And you know what she would do? Worry about money, worry about not having enough. She literally calculated down to, when I'm 85 years old, I'm going to need to eat cat food because my money might run out. Right? So I want you to know, this is not a condition of I never seem to have enough. I've never experienced a lot of abundance. Like, people with a lot of money, when you have the trauma, go through the same processing of it. Right? So my answer to you, my love, I'm sure you heard today. Have you ever heard of money traumas? before.
I had never heard of them, but I checked off every single one. I'm
Mm,
like, oh, no wonder that explains
right?
a whole lot.
It makes
I never dreamed past survival. And I'm like, how come I can't dream? How come I can't have? I would go and I'd have a big dream, and then I'd be like, oh, you know what, Sarah, just ask for enough, just enough. So I always have enough,
oh
but
my God.
never more.
And I want to tell you, people will, when we get on the enrollment calls, people will say, Tasha, I need you for this money trauma. I checked every single one. And I always say to everyone, just so you know, I made the list because I identified with every single one. That's how I came up with the list in the first place. And then I realized that many of our clients had nearly all of them, you know? So I want you to know, like, if you're looking for what's possible, I'm here to be your example. We can get past this. This is not a forever sentence thing, but the first step is to turn the light on and for you to realize, oh my gosh, that's what's going on. Now I understand. Of course, I'm trying to keep myself safe, right? This thing that caused my mom to worry so much and like feel that anxiety around money. I don't even really know if I want it. Like that's what it caused for her.
Right. And the funny thing is, my parents were able to get past their block. They ended up building a huge business and selling it, and I'm like, well, why can't I? They had the parents that went through the depression and all of that. I had great parents that just were scrimping, and getting by, and they managed to get past it. Why am I so stuck?
And isn't that the thing though, right? I mean, that's you are such like the poster child of this. Like even the people that I got this from resolved it. And here I am with my glass ceiling, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's
Thank
wrong with
you.
you, right? It's just you going on this journey of healing these traumas for yourself. And what I want to say to you is part of what we do when we're in the program, I'm a firm believer in, you said this is the Sarah that you identify as. You identify as Sarah who has money negativity that's ingrained in her. It's like, I am Tasha. You say, I'm Sarah. I have money negativity ingrained in me. That's how I identify myself. You see how powerful this is? So we have to, I use this language purposefully. We have to die to the Sarah who identifies in that way. And we have to create and be born again to a Sarah that is of a wealthy identity. And it is a process. But if you can get what I'm saying, you have like the keys to the transformation that you need. Literally, that Sarah can no longer exist. You can't identify with her, right? And so we're going to do part of our very first thing that we do when we start our program is a release ceremony. And yeah, we do have to say some goodbyes. you know, we have to say some goodbyes to big parts of us that have identified with the trauma for so long, but it's not going to get us to where we want to go to that next level. Does that make sense for you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm
Thank
so
you so
proud of you.
much.
Thank you for being on and thank you for having the courage to ask that question. I know everyone, you should see the comments. I hope you can see it because everyone's like, I get it. I get it. I get it. That's so me, right? We're all one. That's what's beautiful. That's why I wanted to do this. We're all one. That's why we work as an intimate group also, because sometimes, like listening to what Sarah is saying and what she wrote is going to awaken in you things that you're like, oh my God, I never realized that's me too, right? I never realized that part of what's going on for me. So thank you, Sarah. Thanks for being on.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. So Jackie, goddess, beautiful Jackie. Can we bring Jackie on? Jackie. So Jackie is, oh my gosh, just a shining light in my world. And you've heard Christina Maria earlier talk about the Goddess Wealth Circle, and it's the highest level of working with me. And which means that Jackie has gone through everything that I have. So exactly what I'm inviting you all into next, the 120 days. This is the exact step that Jackie took. First, she did the money attraction challenge. Then she joined the 120-day money and profit mastery. And now she's gone all the way to the stars with me, right? So I wanted to invite Jackie on because this next question, Jackie, 2 questions I have that I think I'm going to give my answer on. And I think you can really add your perspective as well from the coaching that you've gotten, right? So, but first I want to ask, can you remember you're doing this challenge? Like, what was your breakthrough moment where you're like, I have to work with her? And you make the decision, you do it, and then you're in the coaching. And in the coaching, what was your breakthrough moment? I know you have had so many, but like, what's the biggest one in those first 120 days?
My biggest one. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for this fabulous laser coaching session. I'm just grateful that when the student was ready, the mentor appeared, which is you, Tasha. So that is the thing, is about just being humble and asking and just saying, universe, I need help. That was my biggest breakthrough, was just asking and asking for help and getting out of that. It was mentioned before earlier in your earlier call about the feminine energy, and the promise to myself was, by the time I turned 50, was to live my life a different way. And the answer was being in my divine feminine energy, in surrender, trust, and allow, and patience. And I'm living that life.
So first of all, I need you all to know that this woman in front of you is like retired from the army, right, Jackie?
Yes.
Okay. So talk about the most masculine energy place to have built a career, right? And to get to where she's about to turn 40 and say, I want to change who I am. I want to be born again into like what I really have in my heart as to what I see for myself. And that was the desire of our heart. And here came this 5-day money attraction challenge, right? This woman you had never known, you come in, you do the challenge. Like you said, you are just ready. And whatever was said, it's like, that's why I tell people I'm not here to sell you, because my job is to show up and teach. And you get to decide if I'm your person, if you are ready to come on this journey for what you say you want. But I'm not here to sell. I'm just here to teach and show up and be me and serve. That's it. So Jackie heard whatever it was she needed and felt whatever she needed and said yes. And now you're in the program. And what was your biggest breakthrough in the program?
My biggest breakthrough is on a call with you. And we were literally giggling and laughing like little girls. I cannot remember the last time I giggled like a little girl on a playground, like we had a secret that no one knew about. And it was about being vulnerable. I was like, my spirit said yes, because of just being vulnerable, because of that space that was created. So here we are dreaming and having fun, creating my dream business. That was it, just simply laughing like that little girl. Now it's normal to me. Before that was a miracle, now it's normal.
And look at me with my little girl self. I'm like, oh, like you turned me back into a little girl.
Yeah.
You know what? I want you to know, I want you all to hear that Jackie and I were visioning the success of her business. And we were having fun and we were laughing and we were like 2 little girls. And it wasn't serious hard work strategy, get your calculator. No. And the thing about it is we got into that conversation because the week before we were both screaming to each other because something else in her business that she wanted to manifest, that was her dream, wildest dream, had just manifested, and we're both screaming about it. And she's now, a week later, we're on this call and she's like, you can't talk to me anymore. Like, she's like, you know, like I am up here in the clouds. Everything is possible now because we just keep creating and manifesting and manifesting and manifesting easier, bigger, more. That's what I want to show you all, right? The feminine way to results, to the next level, easier, more fun, lighter, allowing. being receptive to receive, surrendering, having it happen for you. That's the way it should be. So Jackie, thank you. And here's the question that I would love for you to give your thoughts on. So someone says, Brittany says, how can I manifest whatever I want much faster? Brittany, my answer, heal, heal, heal. That's the snapshot. Laser coaching, heal, heal, heal. Because we're always manifesting. The question is not how can I do it, right? Like how can I manifest faster? You're always manifesting. So if you are observing that the things that you desire are taking more time to show up for you, that just means that the part of your consciousness that does this on rapid fire has slowed down. Right? It just, something's up. It has slowed down, but we're always manifesting. And like I've been sharing with you, naturally what's going on is there's something in your psyche, in your subconscious mind that has been fractured and your frequency needs healing. The minute you sort that out, my friend, it's like me and Jackie, like rapid fire, right? Master visioning and the 5D experience. That was my other thing that I wrote. And this is what we're going to do on Thursday, part 3 of the vision alignment method. I'm going to show you the right way to do your visioning, because that is the key to faster manifesting. Jackie, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are just, again, what I said earlier, when the student is ready, the mentor appear. When you join the 120-day program, do everything that Tasha says without question through repetition. And then this will become a lifestyle. And then manifestations will be miracles, they'll be normal. And then you look at others like, you're not experiencing this? So it's all about giving your all, because we give our all to everybody else. So let's show up for ourselves and listen to the mentor and just do it without question, with repetition, where just like how before was normal, let's let manifestation, being a powerful creator and manifester, let that be normal. Let that be our life.
Normalize speedy manifesting, right?
Exactly.
Let's normal. Like Jackie, you're so matter of fact about it. I wish you could see your facial expression. You're just like what's wrong with you? You're not manifesting fast. Like what's going on? I don't understand. It's just the norm for me. I love it. Okay. The other question I have is, how do I make myself believe? This is Beatrice. How do I make myself believe and trust that I am worthy of massive wealth and money flow? And this is one of those where, Beatrice, I'm going to say, I would ask this question in a different way. Tony Robbins says, the quality of your questions determine the quality of the life that you live. And this is where we have to master asking questions in the way that will lead us to the life that we want to live. So how do I make myself believe? What I want to say to you, there is no making yourself believe. That is not on the table. Where we get to in the work that we do is you have to know that you deserve it. Right? We step out of believing and you have to come to, I know that I deserve it. And so my question would be, how do I become more deserving of massive wealth? And we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well. So in the vision alignment method, this is the piece where we work on revealing to you first that you deserve it and how to become deserving, and then showing you the right way to ask from a place of deservingness versus, I don't believe it, I need to believe it, now I'm asking for it. You see how that, like, it's going to be a weaker ask than when you're standing for what you deserve. Jackie, what are your thoughts?
You took the words out of my mouth. I don't say worth, because worth comes from the outside. Deservingness comes from within. So of setting that attention, of living daily from within, I know that I deserve, and that came from Tasha's book, Deservingness, and part of her course, but it's about, that word worth is not in my vocabulary. It's all about, I deserve this. And I know I deserve this because of my oneness with the universe, continue to being in rhythm and flow, and being from that divine feminine energy where I'm allowing. So that's where it comes from, living from within. And I know, like I know that I'm sitting here with you today, I know I deserve it.
I mean, oh, do you understand how proud I am right now? Oh my gosh. I'm like sitting here on bated breath, like, look at my little baby. Listen to her. I'm so proud. Oh
This is
my
how much
God.
fun we have when we talk on the phone. This is how much fun we have.
I know, right? So someone said, do I need to have a business? No. I don't care. I don't care if you have a business, don't have a business, if you're retired. We had a woman who did this last year. She was in her 70s. She did this and realized she was in her 70s and had never done something for herself. She had never acknowledged her own dreams, what she wanted from life. Right? She didn't have a business. She was practically retired and I think consulting for somebody on the side. It's not about what you do. It's about what you desire for yourself and how to get it. Right? That's what this is about. So Jackie, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to go bring Robin, the other goddess, with me tonight. Hello, Robin.
Hello. Oh, that
Oh
was
my-
so good, Jackie. Oh, just soak it all in.
Right? Oh my gosh. So Robin, can you just share with everyone really quickly, I know you, when I met you, you had a successful business. You were already been in business for several years, successful in terms of, like you were probably already like, wow, I'm doing pretty good. But like all of us, you wanted more. And if my memory serves me correctly, you wanted, there's a place that you were getting stuck up on. And you also wanted your results to be easier. So can you share a little bit, just like for everyone who can relate to where you are, like, honestly, I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. But this is the piece. What were you stuck on?
Well, I'm a speech therapist. I've had my company now for over 18 years. And I think that's the part that shocked you when we were just talking.
I know.
Recently.
It's like, you're not even 18 years old. How could you do that?
Yeah. And I think, for the majority of the time that I had my business, I was good just being me. I had no desire to expand it. It was just, I was a private practice, mobile therapist moving around. I didn't even have the thought in my head that I needed to hire other people to join my team. So then when the time came that I was getting more referrals than I could handle myself, the time came to start hiring. And that's where I felt stuck. I felt it was hard and I couldn't figure out like how to make these people appear. It just was like I wanted it, but I didn't know how to do it. I was stuck in the how. Like I'm doing this, I'm trying that. I see everybody else bringing on a bigger team, someone that started their business after me and has like hired 20 people, and it was very frustrating for me for sure. But I was fine on my own in that sense, but I wanted more.
So that's kind of where, Robin, most people that are going to join us in this program that we're starting, that next level is, you're probably at that place where you want to go to the next level. And either you're thinking, I'm going to need team and it's going to be so hard. P.S. Don't tell anyone I told you. One of our bonuses, you're going to get access to my team.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
wow.
You're at that place. You want more. You want it to be easier. You've been doing it on your own and you're just like, but wow, like, I don't even know where to start. I can't find the right people. It's so challenging. It's so difficult. Let me just do it on my own, which consumes your time, makes you work harder, all the things. So can anybody relate? Whatever it is that you need, whether it's team, money, expertise, whatever you need. Can anybody relate to staying awake at night and worrying about how? Can you type the word how in the comment if that is you? Can you relate, like what Robin said? I was consumed with, but how am I going to do this? I want more, but how? Right? Because I know, here we go. I can relate totally. How? Yeah. All right, Tasha, you're like telling me you're painting this beautiful picture for me and I want it. But yeah, I'm going to stay awake this tonight wondering, but how am I going to do that? How?
Wow.
Big how. I just love it. So Robin, you joined the program. What was your breakthrough? How did you learn to resolve the how?
To not worry about the how, like that it's just going to, that I just had to like not worry about how it was going to happen, but have the faith, trust the process, believe, positive thinking. I mean, I think that was a major breakthrough too, that I didn't realize how negative I was being or talking, and which was counterproductive to what I was wanting. And I don't think because I don't think of myself as a negative person. I don't think of myself as saying negative things, but I think when the mirror was put up to me, I realized, oh my gosh, wow, I'm saying I can't do this. It's too hard. I am stuck. It's like, where, how do I do this? And when I was asking myself all those questions, I wasn't believing that it was going to happen. I didn't know that those people were out there, that it was easy. It didn't have to be hard. So I think the power of positive thinking was a major, the switching my mindset there.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps everywhere. And I am just in a mommy moment right now. I want to squeeze you because I'm like, I remember Robin that joined the program, and I'm listening to a woman who like is 1,000% transformed from the person who I met when she started. And here is the thing. Robin, we created, which we're going to learn how to do this week, we created an end scene for Robin. We bypassed all the how, like forget how. We don't care how it happens. But when it does, we're going to pop champagne. Right? And I get to sit and watch Robin post on Facebook. Yep. Pop in another bottle of champagne. And I just get to sit back. I don't see a word. I'm like, there she goes. She did it. She did it. She did it. And that's what I want to show you is we bypass the how. You're wasting your time with the how. You're worrying for no good reason. It's the most inefficient use of your time and energy. So thank you for sharing that, Robin. And I am so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this person says, how do I overcome the fear of failure? I know I have to come to terms with it, but looking for suggestions. This is Tracy. And Tracy, I would say to you, I'm going to ask Robin to chime in too, because I feel like she can really contribute to this. My thing about failure is everything is always working out for me. Everything. So even when in the human realm, it appears like it would be a failure, even when it seems like it's, like it appears like it would be a failure, I'm like, I have no idea how this is part of it working out for me, but it is because everything is working out for me. So because you get to the place where you can believe that, your fear of failure is zero. Because Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say that was another huge like mountain that I feel like I overcame, because whenever something didn't work out, I would be so frustrated and so mad. Or I thought I had found the perfect therapist to join my team, and I'm like, they're so good. I feel it, like it's all good. And then they choose another company, and I used to wallow in that and like, why? What happened? What did I do? All that stuff. And now, immediately, I can say, well, that just wasn't my person. That wasn't who was meant to be with me. Like, there's going to be somebody better. Another, like, and it's almost an excitement now. Like, okay, they're not the person. Then if I thought they were good, wait till I see who's going to come
Who's coming next, right?
Yes. I mean, it's such a huge mindset shift to not take that as a negative, to just realize that something better, because the universe is always working out for me. Yeah. You did that. You helped me with that.
And oh my gosh, I have so much to say. I mean, I'm gonna shamelessly say, and I'm doing this myself, not even asking the team to do it, I'm doing it myself. Listen, if you want in on this life that we're talking about, this kind of success, book a call, get in our program, get my team, get your deservingness masterclass, heal your money traumas, do the intensive, all the stuff that I'm going to give you, $100,000 worth of bonuses. Only 50 of you I'm going to work with. Just give yourself this gift. Stop with making it so hard and struggling and suffering and worrying about how. It's not necessary. And I know you just don't know what to do. So that's what's beautiful. I'll show you. All right. Thank you, Robin, for that. So Katita, I'm hoping I said that right. How to attract the money that is required for me to invest in my business. and how much it will take. How to attract the money that is required for me to invest in my business. And my answer, real quick, wrong focus. This is why you need a mentor. You're focusing on how, right? How do I do that? How do I attract the money? Wrong place to focus. I'll show you what to focus on. Why you need and I wrote, why you need a master to direct and guide you. This is all about visioning, and what we're, like I told you with Robin, we bypassed the how. We went all the way past the how. So in the vision alignment method, there is a part on Thursday, we're going to do this, where you actually go into the right way to vision the results that you want, that allows you to bypass all the how. And I have as an example here, my wedding. So I got married 2 months ago, and obviously, like every bride, I was like, oh, I want to lose this much weight. I want to weigh this much. And that's what most people would do, is focus on how much weight, the how. For me to look how I want to look, I have to lose this much weight. That's how I'm going to do it. Instead, I went right to, it's after my wedding. I'm done. I'm already married. We're on honeymoon, and I look like the sexiest Victoria's Secret model in my eyes on my honeymoon. And if you follow me on Facebook, you saw I had my little yellow bikini, right? Because that's what I visualized. I went past all the, if I needed to diet, work out, drink 10 bottles of water, I didn't care. I went to the end. How? I bypassed the how, and I just went to what I really wanted. So Katita, that's my answer for you. Robin, any thoughts on that? And then we're going to have one more question and wrap up.
Yeah, I think just taking that inspired action and not thinking about how it's going to be, but that you just have to your point, like thinking the end result and how you're going to get there, and not worrying about the steps, and just seeing the end goal and envisioning, for sure.
Yeah. So powerful. And what I want you all to hear from Robin's example is, she was already successful. She wanted next level success. She wanted it to be easier. She wanted to get past the things that were getting in her way of her achieving that. Right. And nothing that you've heard her say was like, oh yeah, I was doing 10 more cold calls, or right. None of that. So thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Goddess that you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to read Madeline, because I think Madeline lives in the Netherlands, and Madeline's been a part of our community for a while. And I love this question, and I think a lot of people can relate. Madeline says, I dream, I visualize, I daydream. There is one big dream that may even be possible. How many of us can relate so far? We're dreaming, we're visualizing, we have a big dream. But she says, then there's reality. And actually, she even named the reality. It's the Dutch reality. To own the house I want, paid in full, you have to have millions. My husband owns a small construction company, no employees, just him. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. So what do I do not to let the reality of Dutch sobriety interfere with the dreams, or let them block my ability to dream big? And there's also the nation's judgment that building constructors are stupid and cannot learn, because in the old days, that was the only reason you had a job. Here's the thing. When I read this, all I know is one of my most powerful teachings to the people that become our clients: I am the one who decides. I am the one who decides. And how many of you can relate? You know, I'm in network marketing, or I do spiritual work, or my work that I do, you know, people say that you can't make millions from that, and you're not really gifted and talented, and you don't have anything special, and you're never going to make millions because that's what you do. Well, I'm the one who decides. Me. And I want to say, if you're looking for a model of what's possible, I live in a tiny town. I live in a tiny town in the US. I think the population, I don't even know, few thousands. And I run an international business that is very successful from my tiny town. According to what everyone else would have to say, nobody in my town would pay me the rates I charge for one-on-one coaching or to do the programs that I do. But I am the one who decides. So it doesn't matter where I live. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. I am the one creating my own reality. So are you. And so, you know, I remember another one of our clients telling me that other people in the community were telling her, she can't charge those rates because no one around here is going to pay it. And I remember coaching her through, well, are you going to believe them? Because the reason they're telling you that is no one has paid them that. And so are you going to suffer under their limitation, or are you going to decide what's your truth? She went from having an event 1 year where she listened to those people and she made $195. And a few months later, under my coaching, she had the event and made $36,000. Nothing changed. Same community, same town, same everything. Different point of focus. That's what you need to understand, right? So I have so much here for you, Madeline, but I just want to say, you need to free yourself from all the things that you have as your limitation. This is what we talk about visioning. You create. What if your husband became the person that people from all over the world are looking to him for something special? Like, who's to say that's not possible? Why do you have to be limited to your town, your country, your whatever? And the other part of this is you have to stay in an environment with dreamers. You cannot. The quickest way to kill your dream is to share it with people who have their own limitations, their own traumas, their own wanting you to be safe, and now they're dousing your dreams. Stay in an environment with people who are dreaming, who will remind you it's possible, who tell you every day, let's go. Oh my God, look at the evidence. Look at what you're manifesting. How can we make it easier, faster, quicker? That is what I know has caused me to experience the results that I have, is I stay in an environment of dreamers. I hope that supported everyone that was here tonight. If you have not yet booked a call and you want this level of coaching, you want to be in this group that I'm starting with the 50 people, I want you to type the word heal only if you know you're in a place that you're ready to invest in yourself. You're able to invest in yourself. You know that you deserve this life transformation that you're looking for. And ultimately, you want all these things and you want it to be easier. You're willing to just say to yourself, I deserve to have it all and I deserve for it to be easier. I just want you, Tasha, can you show me exactly what to do? And while we're doing it, can you make it fun and easy? Why, yes. Thank you for asking. I can. That's why I'm going to give you all the bonuses. I'm going to give you access to my team. Everything that will make it easier for you, you get when you come join us. All right. So I'm going to jump over here, type the word heal. If you have not yet done that, book your call. Let's play. I see a bunch of you typing it again that typed it earlier. If you type the word heal, check Facebook Messenger. You'll get a message from me to book your call. If you've already booked your call, you don't need to type the word heal, right? Only if you haven't yet booked your call and you know that you're ready. You can also go to helpmegetrich.com. That's another way that you can book a call, helpmegetrich.com. Well, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 Eastern. Tomorrow, we're going to be working on deservingness and asking, allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to be the most selfish you've ever been in your life and just find out what you really want. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 Eastern. Mwah. I love you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, Jackie. Bye, Robin. Thanks, Allison. Night, night.